It is crazy to think, but the end of the summer is finally here. It kind of went by pretty quick, I'm not gonna lie, which might just be because I didn't work 40 hours a week every single week this summer, so I really got to enjoy a little bit more than I normally do. But at the same time, with focusing on running and content creation, time flies by. So I'm really happy with where we are right now, doing the third, or at least going into the third 90-mile week of my training block. I'm pretty happy with that. And tomorrow morning we're going to be getting right back after it, doing a threshold workout. I normally do progression runs on Tuesday, but because of Jimmy T not being home and the weather not looking too great on Thursday, we're moving that progression run up until tomorrow morning, just so that I know that I can actually film on the track by myself, and I'll be able to film a workout at the very least for you guys. So that's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow morning. I'm focusing on getting ready for that, making sure that I'm in bed by 7 o'clock, so I'm still getting that, 8.5 hours of sleep, fully recovering and getting ready to go. Like I said last week, just trying to focus on the present, and the next thing that I have to worry about is that threshold in the morning. So that's all I'm really thinking about right now. And I do want to announce that I am going to be racing on October 6th or 7th, one of the two. I'm doing a 7K out in Missouri, so super excited about that. We'll talk probably more about it later into the video. For now, let's just focus on this workout tomorrow morning. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is another 8-mile threshold in the books at 6-minute pace. Very, very happy with the effort I was feeling on that one. I will say that my heart rate monitor did seem to be a little messed up. I don't think I put it on 100% accurately. So I was having a little bit of wonky results throughout the threshold. So I'm not 100% sure where my heart rate was. Effort-wise, I felt pretty much the exact same as I did last week. And just looking at the heart rate when it was accurate, I'd say we were right around 166 for like the later half, maybe 162 for the earlier half. So somewhere in between there is probably where I'm averaging at. And I mean, that's obviously very good. I'm very happy with that. But, you know, it's just nice, like I said, that I'm able to knock these out. You know, last week of summer pretty much, and we are still feeling pretty good. I won't lie, I was a little nervous going into it today just because I was wearing my old Streak Flies and because I was by myself, so that means I have to pace myself. But overall, I think it was a very, very solid effort. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. So looking at the 200s, I am really, you know, happy with how these 200s have gone so far this summer, because I normally don't do like any speed work. So doing some sort of speed work, I feel like is going to be very helpful in the latter end of the year. And also, like, I know they are a little fast, but like, I feel like I'm doing them pretty well. Like, Aero wants me to do them where I'm kind of building up speed, and that's exactly how I feel going through it. So I'm pretty happy with that. I do feel like, you know, they are a little fast, but at the end of the day, I think that doing some speed work at the end where I am picking it up just a little bit more after a threshold type workout, like, I think that's going to go a long way, like I said, at the end of the season. So happy with that. And we're going to just take the rest of the day pretty light. I'm going to head to work, try to stay off my feet. We'll do a shakeout after work, of course. I don't know what the weather's looking like. I don't know if I'm going to be upstairs on the treadmill or try to run outside if I can, but we'll kind of just play it at the moment and just, yeah, try to recover Wednesday, progression run Thursday, worry about the rest of the week later. But very happy with the way this workout went, especially being by myself. It's just a very, you know, confident feeling knowing that I can knock out a 8-mile threshold at 6-minute pace with, you know, out too much difficulty, especially being by myself. It's been a long day, obviously working 2 shifts. In the middle, I ran out to help film some footage for my buddy Mark. And, obviously running always is gonna make you a little tired, but I was really hoping to work out this morning. Unfortunately, I had to leave obviously to go film, so just didn't have enough time getting back and, eating and whatnot. So not the end of the world. We'll probably work out Friday this week. I really need to focus on trying to lift more often. But going into tomorrow, though, we do have a progression run in the morning. Like I said, we did that threshold on Tuesday, which just means we're flipping the workouts this week. Progression run now going to be on Thursday. Probably do like 10 miles and try to just picking it up slowly. The weather's not looking too great. It'll probably be raining by the time I wake up, and the wind's going to be picking up throughout the morning. So it's probably going to be a little rough, but it's not the end of the world. We'll just do, shoot for effort in a sense and go from there. But, just have fun with it. It's like probably the last week of summer pretty much. I'm assuming this will probably be the last episode of summer running. So just going for effort, not too worried about the pace, preferably pick up each mile. And as long as we do that, it should be a good morning. I think that's probably the last progression run we're going to be doing for the split. And, not too mad about that, just because progression runs they're good workouts. They're really easy for the most part. They're great for mileage, but if it gets replaced with like interval work, you're going to get more out of doing intervals, but it's just a great way to slowly get into the season. Usually do that over the summers just to kind of help with, you don't want to do too much, but you also need to be doing something. Progression runs are great for that. So really happy to be finally to that point though where, I think next week we're going to start doing those 2 big workouts a week, potentially even starting double thresholds sometime soon here. We'll see. Got to talk to coach, see what he thinks. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I am not too happy with the fact that my heart rate monitor still is off. I'm gonna switch the battery out and hopefully that fixes things. Potentially might need to get a new chest strap. Not really sure what's going on with that. I've had it for a little over 1.5 years now, so maybe it's just a little worn, but regardless, not the end of the world. Rest of the day took pretty easy, worked 9 to 1, pretty normal obviously, and got in a double. We're starting to get these doubles up towards 40 minutes, 40 minutes usually being the goal for my doubles, which is really just because I want to try to maximize the mileage on days like this. And like, I got 20 miles in today. I don't need to be really doing more than 20 miles if I don't have to, but 20 miles is a good amount of work to be getting in on a workout day. And we'll just obviously take tomorrow morning very easy. I work at 5:45, so I don't have much time to run anyways. So, we'll just do like 6.5-ish miles tomorrow morning, super light, super easy, and then get back after it with a long run on Saturday, and then, easy day Sunday. It's a bit warm out this morning. I think it's like almost 70 degrees, a little over 90% humidity, very windy going into the direction that I run for like 10, 11 miles, which does kind of suck, just going straight into headwind, but not the end of the world by any means, especially because Jimmy T's coming with this morning per usual. He'll be driving next to me, shooting some clips for you guys. But it's just a beautiful morning to get a little long run in. We got 17 miles planned. Like normal, coach doesn't want me going any slower than 8-minute average, no faster than 7-minute average. This isn't a workout, but like I always like, doing my long runs a little bit more upbeat, shoot for that low 7-minute average pace, just because then I feel like I'm doing different paces throughout the week. My easy runs are very easy, anywhere from like 7:30 to 8:15-ish pace around there. So I don't mind doing my long runs a little bit more upbeat, just because it's a different pace for 17 miles and it gets me used to different paces, like I said. So that's the goal for this morning. Just take it easy going out, don't worry about it too much, and then, lock in for the last few miles. And if we can make it a little bit upbeat, that'd be great, but I'm not trying to push anything. Just want to make sure I'm in between that 7-minute to 8-minute average mark. If you were to ask me what I look forward to the most during my week of training, I'd probably tell you it's the long run or the threshold. I do really enjoy workouts. I love getting better and I really enjoy challenging myself and trying to see if I've improved from previous iterations of workouts and whatnot. But on top of that, the long run is just such a staple. I really enjoy being able to, like, the faster long runs or even the more like upbeat ones. I just love the feeling of completing 17 miles at, close to that 7 minute mark. Sometimes, we do the progression long run where you're really picking up pace and getting after it. And I just think that that right there is just something that I've always loved the feeling of afterwards. You just feel so good finishing that long run. It's like the rest of the day you can do whatever you want. You can eat however you want, You basically could just sit in your bed and rest the entire rest of the day just because you just ran 17 miles. Nobody's going to ask you to do any more than that. So I really love the long run, but it's also really nice to just, reflect throughout that long run. A lot of the times during my long runs, I'll sit there thinking about different things and different experiences I've had. It's just a great time to really let your mind wander on all the different things that you think about throughout the day normally. But I feel like everything is just a little bit more clear, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much how I spent my Saturday and, finishing up a nice little easy run Sunday morning. We're in a great spot this week, another 90-mile week. That's 3 in a row now. We're going to keep building these 90-mile weeks before we do, anything too crazy. Potentially could go up in mileage. I'm still not sure what we're going to do there, but the focus is on that 7K that I'm going to be racing in about 2-3 weeks here. Really, really excited and looking forward to that. If you haven't already watched it, I made a video talking about all my goals that I'm shooting for this season. So check that out if you want more information about what I'm thinking for going into the 7K. And yeah, just really appreciate you guys joining me for this week's episode, the last episode of summer running. Next week's going to be really fun. We're going to be starting, fall training in a sense. And I'm really excited to see where that goes. So hey, thanks for joining me this week. I really do appreciate every single one of you. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know. And I hope to see you guys back here soon for episode 1 of the new season. Probably be something around the title of Half Marathon Prep, because that's what we're going to be working on next. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week for a new episode of a new series, a new season, season 3. See you guys then. Take care. Love all things. And peace out.